Greetings, my fellow Legionnaires. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech We Are Legion, episode 53, Under the Dome. I call it a war crime eating without a table because I've had situations where someone that their last straw before a mental break of eating without a table, they decide to punch an Entergrain warhead and destroy the entire colony. So it's funny and a meme until it happens to you, and then it's like, oh, wait. That mood penalty is real bad sometimes because, it irks them. And it might be that straw that breaks the camel's back. So we have got... That was weird. Glitterworld Man's Cataphract Armor, which I already have. And Soothers with a Hermetic Crate. And Bugs. I'd prefer to deal with mechs than bugs. And the bugs, there's a few of them, but they're all 3/4 of them are mega spiders, which is kind of annoying. So I think the way to deal with this would be to pop open a casket and deplete the bug's strength before looting. Oh, they're pissed at me, though. Come on, go away. No, that's not going to help. Fine. You want to chase me? Chase me. JFed can then just loot. Molecular analysis. Is this the hurt one? Nope. Ah. There we go. Guy got stuck. Alright, you dumb bug. You forgot about me, huh? It's one of the advantages of jumping, is it drops aggro. And that one's done. The small price of just a few chem fuel. Not a problem. Oh, wow. I didn't get the sound alert for this, but my goodness, thank you for the tip. I was like, I wonder why I have things popping up, and thank you so very much. Let me try to figure out. I have your PayPal name, but I'm not going to thank you using that. Let me see if my other overlays. Oh, good. They auto-logged me out. Gross. Nothing like your accounts are so secure that not even you can get into them. Come on now. Tiro Mayor. That's the thank you that I should have offered immediately. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And happy holidays to you. Happy for you to be joining me on this finale. My tips are via PayPal, yeah. What's weird is the stream elements will give me the Twitch name, and then the email will give me whatever name is on the PayPal. So there's two different names, but I'm not about to dox people, right? So I have to, if I get the alert, there's I have to jump through hoops to try to figure out who it's from, because there's not really a clean, streamlined way, unlike all my other redemptions or built-in Twitch native alerts. Okay, that one has a dead person in it. Boring. Okay, this insect hive is going to be a little bit more annoying. But yeah, Stream Elements uses PayPal built in. So So if you tip through Stream Elements is, I think it can also use like maybe Stripe and other things, but most people just use PayPal. And I'm lucky, I haven't had much problem with PayPal in the past. I did have my account briefly disabled because of potential whatever. They didn't know why people were like giving me money. And PayPal is careful about that, so I had my account disabled, but that was a long time ago. And just had to email them and be like, hey, I'm a content creator and it's tips. So please don't break my stuff. Arc leg. Wow. Okay. Well, it's not the heal serum that I wanted, but an arc leg is one of the priciest things that you can find, right? Because that's a clean 4,500 silver worth of victory money. And the exit point is there. So let's rally there. Man, ancient dangers are easy. Wow. I mean, once you have like locust armor and good weapons. But even as tribals, I'm pretty good at it. Usually. Okay, they are done. Look at this loot. Look at that. That is so much money. Like, if we were to try to buy this, obviously you can't buy Persona Swords. So ignoring the Persona Sword, if we were trying to buy market value of this loot, this would be like 10k worth of stuff. 4 Soothers, 2 Animal Pulsers, 3 Tech Prints, and Arc... No, more like 15k. And there was a lot more loot that I just, like, left on the ground, too, because I was like, meh, we have it at home. What should I do next? What do you think? I'm going to leave Ancient Dangers off. Other viewer suggestions will be put on. There you go. Yeah, if you're wondering about the cuts, because I see chat talking about that, Twitch typically is a 50-50 split. So bits, subs, things like that. It's even worse if you're not a Twitch partner. For those that don't know, non-Twitch partners have to pay processing fees for payouts, and that can reduce the amount of payout. So like a $5 sub to an affiliate, they might get like $2 out of that. And then there's also local regional prices. So if you gift subs from, sorry Turkey, I'm gonna pick on you because the Turkish lira is, oh no, we have carcinoma. It might be like 50 cents or something, right? And then so Twitch takes a pretty sizable cut, but Patreon and PayPal take a much smaller slice. Patreon has like a sliding scale of what you want them to do for you. So if you're trying to sell merchandise through Patreon, they'll take a larger cut than if you don't, for instance. And then PayPal, it depends on what kind of account you have, and how you've hooked it up and wired it to your... Yeah, it's really complicated now I think about it, because it also depends on where you live. Like, do you have to pay VAT taxes? You know, currency conversion fees. It's so... I feel like they make it so complicated just so they can fleece you. It's just one of those things, right? So let's see. We are maybe about 3/5 of the way getting done with the Legionnaires, and Double Dwarf is about to pop out. We've got our exotic goods that we had called in, coming in. Awesome. And we're still cranking out the armor, which is really helpful because these crummy dusters are going to get us killed. Oh, what? You made a normal armor, though? That bothers me a little. He's a level 20 crafter, so making normal quality is like a punch to the gut, if you ask me. So you guys want me to attack the settlement? All right, sounds good. I think I'm going to attack this one. Ombo. And the lifter's done. Are all the corpses clean? Yes. Great. I'd previously removed this from the home zone so that people wouldn't try to automatically fight the fire, but now that we don't have Impids trying to scorch us down, we're good. So if I attack a settlement, the way to do Ombo, because it's isolated, is definitely to pod there, clear it, and pod back. And not linger too long, because it does drive our people kind of angry. Not want to anger them for no reason. Our caravan says they're taking a day. I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think that the ETA to destination is wrong. I think this is a bug. I don't think that this estimated time to destination has factored in that neither of the caravaneers never sleep. And this ETA is double the time. Someone should make a note of that so I can remember to report it as a bug to Ludion. Now that there is a never sleep gene, the caravan timers probably need to calculate for that. Maybe I'm wrong. Before I report it as a bug, it is December the 5th at 8 p.m. And I don't think they're going to be home at December the 6th at 8 p.m. They seem way too close for that. Just my 2 cents. All right, so here's an exotic goods trader. Awful animals. Sure, I'll buy that. I don't think I own it. I have awful mining, but not awful animals. They have a reimplanter gene that also gives you sheer white skin. Don't think I need that. I'll buy a shock lance. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more xenogerming, though. And then, because we have a good amount of wealth, I'm just going to outright buy their components, even though they're massively overpriced. And knowing that I have a bunch of pulsars and soothers coming home, I'll just sell the ones I have, because they're about to be replaced. I'm also going to sell the toxin and cindery shells. So, we're just about breaking even. What does the reimplanter do if you're not a vampire? It just copies your xenogerm or xenogenes into someone else. Much the way that vampires do. So, for instance, if I bought the reimplanter and assembled a, let's say, super immune, psychic doll, very fast runner with the implanter, and I implanted someone, they would get the implanter and then also those copies. Yeah. So it's kind of like a cloning tool, I guess. Or like, I don't know, like, what was her name? One sec, do some quick Googling. If you've seen Invincible, it'd be like if you were... No, that's a bad example. But yeah, it's a cloning tool. duplicate. That's the name I was trying to think of. But she doesn't. Those are just like kind of mirror images. So this entryway is definitely not cleaned up, but I think it's repaired now. I'm not too worried about the caravan running out of food, as they both have nuclear stomachs. Why are you going in there? Multiple Man from that terrible X-Men movie? I don't recall, but yeah. Something like that. So who wore the next suit? Tarmarin, Azzy, and we still don't have... Oh, it's in process. Got it. I'm gonna give him red Ben with pack. Why not? Might look cool. Yeah, I like it. Works for me. Alright, freeing up that bench so that Diamond can work there. They're basically home. So that caravan ETA was off by about 40% of its time, as I suspected. Now that they're home, it's noon, so probably tomorrow morning I will head out to the raid site. Does our ideology have relics? It does not. Here's the ideology again. No relics, no weapons, no animals. It's very basic. It was just a loyalist, individualist proselytizer. It doesn't really make sense for us to have relics, which is why I left it out. Because we're a new faction that is rebelling against the Empire. So there would be no it just doesn't make sense to have relics in that sense of the word. And now if we take a look, I have every single tech print. So any of the tech prints that we would find in Ancient Danger at this point are just going to be extras that don't really matter. But I'm probably going to stop compact weaponry, go for skin hardening, because that's going to be more useful than anything else. How's our food? Great. No issues there at all. I don't think anyone's gotten around to cleaning up the pollution, but it's really not that big of a deal. The weapon should be equipped. So once I can find it, there it is. I'm gonna give it to Scorpio. Or actually, no, he's kind of the non-combat. I'm gonna give it to Klein. Sorry, Scorpio. But you're more of the worker bot. So this thing has a DPS of 16, and yours has a DPS of 14, so it's really not a huge jump for you anyway. There is room, potentially, for Scorpio to gestate more, but I don't think there was any light mechs that we wanted to gestate. It was Legionnaires and Scythers. The problem is I don't really have room for Scythers. I think what I'm going to do is have Scorpio take over the Beamer, because these beam mechs are very bad for attacks. And that frees up Klein to then have some more bandwidth to get Glitch, which is good for using in attacks because they can carry a lot and they can tank. Except, no, I'm gonna change this around. So I'm gonna give Steel Boot over to Scorpio, as Centurions are very defensive robots. And that frees up a lot of bandwidth for Klein to take Kiwa and Icarus back, because the Legionnaires are good attack bots. So doing sort of the exchanges there. So now if we take a look, Klein has Daedalus, the 3 Legionnaires, a Tunneler, the War Queen, and then Scorpio has everything else. The 3 Lifters, 2 Fabricors, Clean Sweep, Agrahan, Tesseron, Paramedic, Constructor, and Centurion. And you are in where? Why aren't you eating? My lord, you were just crafting till you fell apart. In fact, Peter, you're in a really bad mood. I have so many pulsers, I'm just going to hit them. There, have your strange feeling. One of the issues with the pulsers is a lot of our colonists are psychically dull, because that was a way to offset the metabolism complexity. So those pulsers are not as efficient as they would be if we weren't psych dull. Almost last cycle on those. There it is. And done. Awesome. Raffle. We got ourselves a raffle. 2 Legionnaires. And then these Legionnaires can come with Klein to the fight. That'll be really nice. Shield, thanks for gifting out a sub to Porlino. And Elin, thank you for the resub. And Maxu as well. Cheers. Turtle got the next suit. That's probably fine. Okay, 2 more Legionnaires. I am excited. Ugh, the Legionnaires are getting Legionnaries. Really makes sense. Taking a look. I might... I might have Klein take control of Shield, so that Scorpio can take control of Psycho Mouse. That way, I have more room for more gestating. For the one that gestates quickly. So now Klein has room for 5. And we're going to do yet another Legionary. And then a Scyther. As I think that kind of represents how the poll went. Although, I just realized I am not going to have the materials for the Scyther. Because I'm going to be out of cores. So for us to do the Scyther, I need a... No, Scythers take standard subcores. No, never mind. We'll be good. It's perfect. It is perfect. And I'll have one bandwidth left over. But I have to sort of visualize how to even use that bandwidth. I might just leave it open for now. But there we go. We have gestated our mechs. It is 10 in the morning. And I'm going to see if I can't clear a settlement, enemy settlement, with fewer attackers than before. So let's take all the Legionnaires, because they're particularly good, I think. And the Diabolus with Klein. Then we're also going to want to send Turtle and J-Fed, because they are shield-belted. And then send some shooters. 1, 2, and 3. So 6 people, 6 mechs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people, 6 mechs. I'll send the chem fuel later. I'm not going to worry about the chem fuel on first attack. So I'll send 14 meals and 13 meds. There are currently 5 settlements left of the Empire. Why are you guys standing out here? It's very strange. They're like waiting for the pods to be loaded up, but that's like the dumbest spot to wait for that. Oh, my Kirby is actually cleaning up this pollution down here. That's funny. Launch when ready. I'm actually going to form a caravan next to it and then walk in. Sometimes when you drop at edge, you're not actually at the edge. You're just sort of what the game likes to call the edge, but it's not true. And I don't care for that. My plasteel, I just realized, because of all the locust armor, is down considerably, so I'm going to have to hit some plasteel nodes. Silver. So that plasteel was... where? Oh, just south of my... So there's plasteel over there. I'll hit the east plasteel. Man, I chewed through my 700 or 800 plasteels so quick. And these Legionnaires are going to be named Stickiest. Ew, why do we have L-Tech stuff on us? Man, I should have made sure that we emptied out the... Oh, well. I think I have to actually attack for me to be able to name... I don't think I could do it on the caravan screen. Because, yeah, there's no, like, rename function in here. So, I'll wait a second. And then I'll re-roll the other one. Or roll the other one. Sticky is fine. You got it. The Squid Eye Cliffs. Here we come, Umbo. Hope you're ready for us. So the only issue with this attack is our Diabolus is very slow. Fortunately for me, it does not look like they have mortars here, which is great. I hate walking through slowly and getting mortared all the way. It's kind of gross. So Legionary 1, Sticky, and Legionary 2, poorly no. Ah, shield. gifting out the sub to Porlino. And Porlino winning the raffle. See how that works. Rigged by shield. Oh no, they do have a mortar. I missed it. Where was it? Oh, it's right here, man. The problem, of course, with the mortar is our Diabolus Avon is not exactly fast. But I'm excited to see how 5 Legionnaires work in a fight. So we don't have a lot of range with our crew. So maybe I'll park where these chunks are for cover. It's, I believe, outside of turret range. Yeah. And that looks to be a good spot. I have a lot of brawlers. I brought a lot of Legion brawlers. Half of our people here are brawling. Which also might be interesting. We'll see. There is this hard wall here, which sort of stops us from having a line of sight. So what I want to do is I want my opening volley to be with Avon. I don't even see any of them on their mortars at the moment, so it doesn't seem like I'm rushed. Because their artillery person just decided to take a lunch break or something. Dinner break. I want the opening hit to be significant. Maybe I'll just bust a hole in their wall. That'll work for me. Makes it a little easier to gain access to the murders. And then no more mortars for you. There we go. So I've gotten their attention. And then Mr. likes to shoot me, got absolutely shredded. So the purpose here is we have overlapping shield domes, which is going to be really easy for my brawlers, if their shield belts go down, to just dip into cover for protection. Like Klein's shield, for instance, just broke, so he can head to the domes, and now he's covered again. I forgot about that that mechanism of the domes. I thought Avon was outside of the domes. There was one huge weakness, let me explain, with the giant lasers. They treat shields as walls. And it blew up on me. I've used this earlier in the stream to bait out the enemy Diaboluses, but yeah, everyone just died because apparently where I'm here is technically inside the dome, which feels super dumb considering where they're currently standing. Like, I feel like if they were shooting Avon, I'd take a bullet, but from this spot, I somehow can't also fire. It's like, yeah. Stupid. But that's how it goes sometimes. As far as serums go, I don't believe I have any more serum. I think we used it, right? Yeah, I think I used it all. Save scum that? No, I don't think I'm going to. I think it's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, all the fire that erupted from that has caused now all the robots to be firefighting, which is dumb. Alright, come on, Jobless. Get out of the domes. And then Cypher, get back to cover. Did it delete? It even deleted the limestone chunks. My lord. That was devastating. Alright, there is a cluster there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to close the distance with the Diabolus to get it, because the Diabolus is likely to get destroyed before that. So instead, I'll use my shock lances, because I think that's probably appropriate time. Alright, these bots are going to go hibernate as soon as I undraft them, which is what I want them to do, so that they can't possibly get themselves into any more trouble. And yeah, you can see the Hellsphere cannon basically backfired, misfired, and just blew up on us. Which is just how it goes sometimes. Doctors in this crew, there really aren't any. JFed is probably the best doc that we currently have here, so I will, I'll run that. Let's see, Bryce, you want to go continue to hunt? Oh, I don't want to step in front of the turrets, though. I don't think I will on this trajectory. And then once these shield belts get regened, I'll clear the rest of the turrets and then start working my way home. Just trying to stem the bleeding from the fight. Yeah, I really thought that Vaughn was positioned in a way in a spot that wouldn't have had that happen, but it's just the risks of having overlapping shield domes. In order to make the return trip quicker, I did launch with 7. Maybe I'll just make, so that I don't have to do the mental math, I'll just return home with 7. I don't know how much chem fuel that's going to be, but I'll have to figure out and calculate it. Come on, Bryce. You're a shooter of, like, what, 18 skill? You don't seem to be hitting your marks very much. No, there's still one. Keep going for it. Alright, JFed, you're done patching people up. Patch yourself up. I just have to make sure that the fire doesn't spread towards me, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Removing Mechlord's suit. No. Oh, one's moving around. Let's get it. Hey, X42, thank you for the resub. And Hashimoto as well. Thank you, guys. Alright. Patronas, or whatever her name is, did make it out in time. Oh, there's two of them with the same name. That's not confusing. Ah! And the ones that we had Shock Lanced are now up. So, we have even more targets. I knew that they were going to get back up, but that gives us additional revenge. That one's powered off, but it's, there, I can claim it. Perfect. So this is cleared. Mech cluster with a smoke spewer. Okay. Take a look at that in just a sec. And that is covering our home. Got it. Figured it would. What I'm hoping to find in here is beds or something. But no such luck yet. I'll take staves and awful weapons. But no beds yet. There we go. Awful persona weapon. It does have fast mover though, so that's actually maybe not a terrible weapon for Scorpio to use, because he's not. I don't really use him in combat, and for him to move around faster would be of some benefit. The events where there is some sort of event site that that you have to clear, by design will cover your home colony. They'll never. It would be a bug if it ever didn't. Right on their landing pad. That's where I wanted it. So the people here can't really mine. I will see how much material I can get from the deconstruction of metal things, but we might also have to ship, depending on the resource cost. We might also have to ship materials up here to be able to build our way home. And we have, luckily, we still have constructors. Cypher and Bryze are good builders. Most of the furniture is stone, so that's not going to be good for building materials either, which is too bad. So I'll just open up the gibbet cages and hope we get enough materials for the return trip. Yeah, it does have some paved tiles. They're not all that efficient, though, which would be my hesitation. Yeah, there was also some heaters. We'll see. We'll see if I need to deconstruct more. I mean, there's monuments out here that are made of steel as well. If I don't have to ship steel, because steel's very heavy and inefficient to ship, I don't want to, if I can help it. So are they actually sleeping? Oh yeah, they're actually sleeping. Klein isn't, though. Thrumbos on the home tile. Nice. Don't have a lot of combatants at home to deal with them, but we did leave behind some robots that might be useful for it. We'll see. I'll probably rally everyone to go hunt. Thank you for watching We Are Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 18th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Legionnaires.